What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Building Kamino, episode 4. Today's episode will follow the normal updates. I will probably show off a couple of Bricklink orders, obviously show the progress that I've made on the mock itself, and overall just kind of discuss moving forward. Thoughts on where I think the build is, where it could be, probably some ranting on the water. And overall, just give you guys a sense of where we're at here on episode 4. Hey, what's up, everyone? Quick, actually, this won't be quick. I'm gonna slow down and enjoy some of the vibes. I got 2 large gray base plates. Needed more of those for the obvious, and I got 2 Bricklink orders. So I thought instead of doing the voiceover, I would just do it live. This is okay. So I thought this was going to be in the box, but these are 2 protocol droids. I will throw up the name because I am drawing a blank. But I wanted to pick up some protocol droids for Kamino. I just love this character in Star Wars, and obviously there's many protocol droids. So I think this might have been from a poly bag. It might not have been, so don't quote me, but it is a silver protocol droid. I did get 2 of them. Seller had 2. I'm a sucker for things in 2, so one will go in Kamino. Maybe they both will, but very cool. This was from a bulk seller. And I ended up buying a lot of these. These are, what do they call them? They used to be, I'm gonna get it wrong. They used to be brown translucent plates, but now I think they're called black. And it might be the other way around. There's a dog here. It's mine, so I'm not grossed out, but you guys probably are. Nonetheless, I got a ton of these, and this will go into more on how I'm doing the water for Kamino. But we still have this package, so I won't dive into that yet. Of course, I open everything upside down so that you can't find my address. I know you guys would just drop off free Lego and snacks and stuff, but love it when they do this. This is kind of an underrated thing for Bricklink. As you can tell, there are quite a few bricks. This seller had a lot of bricks that I need or can use super cheaply. So this is a massive box, actually, now that I look at it, of bricks. 1x4s, 2x6 plates. Cheaper than an actual 2x6, and it's a Technic 2x6. For what I use them for, I don't care, so cheaper. Cylinders, light bluish gray. Plates, light bluish gray, all sorts of different diameters. 2x3, light bluish gray. Angled pieces, 2x4s, light bluish gray. 1x. I apologize. It was at this moment where I realized just how loud the scrunching of the bags were. So, got a lot of these cool cheese slopes in the maroon color, the Republic red, some antennas, some different tiles, 2x2 bricks. Some of these colors are going to be used for like different containers. Here in the States, red is gasoline and yellow is diesel, so I thought that'd be kind of cool to throw in a Star Wars mock. Some Technic studs, whatever they're called. Not studs, but connectors. Different bits and pieces. 1x3s, 1x3s. Needed one of these. 2x2 cylinders in the dark blue, which I think is a cool color to build in. 1x4s with the little slit. For some reason he had these like super cheap. He or she. Jumper plates. 1x1 studs. I'll show them again. 1x1 plates, 1x1 studs. Very exciting stuff. Probably riveting. Gosh, I wish I had just done the audio correctly here. But I'll wrap it up here. So some plates and some more studs. Everything you guys have probably already seen from me. Just more in quantity. You know, when you find a seller and they're, you know, selling things for cheap that you know you'll need down the line, you buy, and you buy what they have. That's what I do. This is a smaller one that came in. I think right here we just got some 1x1s in dark bluish gray. Surprisingly, didn't have a lot of those, so I found them super cheap at this store, so I picked up a ton. Along with some 1x4s, always nice to have these, even if you got to just use them as a filler. I think the 1x3 slopes here, curved slopes, just helps when I need to change the size of one of the connecting pieces, the outside. Sometimes you got to get funky with them, but 1x4 with studs on the side and 1x2 tiles. These are kind of a funkier one, look kind of like an ingot, but I think that will wrap it up for this one. I'd actually used my audio from this clip, but like a fool, I was just banging around on these plastic bags, which was really loud, so it wasn't something I wanted to use. But those are 2x2 curved slopes, some 1x2 plates, dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, 2x2 plates, 1x4 curved with like the inside cutout. I feel like everything I'm getting now is just stuff that I've ordered in the past and probably shown you guys, but I needed more. So these are just me admitting that I needed more and purchasing more. 1x2 tiles, 1x2 curved slopes in there. Fun stuff. 1x1 tiles, 2x4, 2x6, 2x urethane. Got lots in here. I think that'll be it. So I'm still learning. Yeah, that's it. With the Bricklink orders finished, let's take a look at where we're at. Last video left off building this new platform. It's obviously smaller than the main one, and it was a little bit of a challenge because I had to obviously change the size of the side paneling and how that would all go together. But the tower itself, you guys have seen quite a few times, but pretty happy with this. I thought it'd be fun to make a little bit smaller one and a little bit shorter. I think it looks pretty good here on the side, which will bring us into the bone, not the bone. Moving on from the Bricklink orders. This is where we left off, was working on this shorter platform. Shorter, I should say smaller. Still standing on the towers that hold the walkway from a height perspective. So a little bit shorter and smaller, but I think it works great. Here's kind of the vantage point from down here. So you are looking down onto the platform. You guys have seen this tower quite a few times. So don't have to talk about that, but that is the design of it. Some light bluish gray tiling, and of course the sides are all finished. Had to get kind of creative with how this would come together. This had to be shortened, and some of the plate colors are off because I didn't have what I needed, so I got to go in and fix that. But I am happy with this, how it turned out, and kind of shakes it up from the normal size of the platform. Here's a good look from the other side, which leads us into this. This is the This is my attempt at doing the water. Very much so work in progress, and will likely need your guys' input on this. This was dark bluish gray, or dark bluish gray, just dark blue and normal blue plates here with the old school, not old school, but I believe they used to be brown, now they're considered black, or the other way around, but these are 1x2 tiles, translucent, which I thought gave a really good accent into the, you know, the dark, moody hue of the water on Kamino. It might be a little light, so I might switch that out, but the overarching issue with this is a tiny, tiny fraction of the water needed. And these tiles, while you can buy them in bulk, they're not cheap. This was probably 20 something, maybe 25 bucks worth of tiles just in what you see right here. This is one bag. Here's the other bag I purchased. And quite frankly, if I was, you know, monetized and I'm making money from this, I wouldn't have an issue in doing that. But because I'm not, it's a little bit hard for me to justify that amount of money for the water. So that leads to the question. Lots of base plates, lots of gray that is technically and should be underwater. And here I am with this issue, because if I just go with the plates, I mean, I could, they're not that expensive. I could cover everything with this dark plate. I wouldn't do this light one, but it's a thought for you guys. The attempt here was, you know, to have waves. And so this was going to shallow back out, you know, and I was going to try to do some splash effect with the tower there. But overall, that is the situation or issue that I'm facing with the expense of these tiles and what to do with the water. So please comment what you think is the right path going forward. If you think it is, you know, bucking up and spending a lot of money, then I'll drop my Venmo or something, or my PayPal. And moving on, you might have seen it in some of the other frames, but this is the pad, the second pad. That's bothering me, and I'm sure it's bothering someone else. This is the second pad. This is identical to the first one in size, in construction. You'll see a couple of clips here. Just showing you guys the construction of these towers. This is just the one I just made next to the existing one. They are identical. And this is the nerve-wracking part of taking that that pad down and putting it on the ground. Oh, this is me panning, showing the mess that I'm dealing with. But yeah, this is it. Lots of hinges on here. Lots of, you know, brackets and modified bricks with the studs on the side. And so it is kind of fun to make, a little tedious, and it's definitely brick intensive, but I think they work great for you know, the role that they fill. This was the kind of makeup of one of the platforms. There's quite a few layers to it, so you'll see I got these big plates, and then I go with bricks on the side. I do a full layer of just plates as well, and then I go back and make it a little bit stronger. And this is me doing the water. This will stand pretty far away from this pathway. And believe it or not, even though the tower is the same distance from the edge of the base plate on both sides, this pathway will not follow and will not line up properly with this. I spent a good 20 minutes trying to get that to align, and it pulls this plate or this walkway so much so that it separates it from here. So I'm not dealing with that anymore. The plan is making another pathway here. This is the construction of it, or I should say ramp. And this will come down the side, either here or possibly here. Ooh, and now that I think about that, it's a no-brainer to put it here. But I still need one from here to here. So the plan is, obviously it's a very concrete plan. I'll have a path from here, hopefully down to here, connecting the two. And then I will have to put one in here because this, and possibly more, will be the main building of Kamino. And I'm not gonna get super high with it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I do want to create some of the rooms that are seen, you know, obviously in the second movie, Attack of the Clones, but also Bad Batch and, you know, Clone Wars. Every time we've been on Kamino, there's been some pretty cool rooms. So I want to do some of them. It's going to be interesting to build out some of the rooms and then, you know, put them together and, you know, have the curvature of these massive domes on Kamino. There is a YouTuber, which I'm drawing a blank, that has created Kamino before with a massive dome, and I'm just not looking to go that size. My focal point for my mock is more so on these platforms. So that's kind of the update for now. The work schedule has been a little bit busier, so getting less done, and you know, obviously had to pause and see where I want to go with this next. So took a little bit. I'm realizing that I need to put the rest of the lights on that side. So let me know what you guys think. You know, comment with you know, what you guys think the best way forward with the water is, obviously. But also, you know, if you see something I'm totally missing, it would be a great addition. Please let me know. We reached 400 subscribers pretty quickly, and although that number, you know, truly does mean a lot to me, the comments and the interaction has been my favorite part. So once again, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the update number 5.